My cat's kind of jumping around, sorry. Oh, he found his Easter egg, good. Hopefully he doesn't knock over the camera. Little one. Okay, I got him a different one somewhere else. Might be a little loud though. He likes chasing Easter eggs, so. But I hope everybody is doing well. I miss you guys. I've just had some stuff going on, and it's the end of winter, which is always kind of a rough time anyway, with like just the end of the season and lack of vitamin D from all those months, you know. But I'm doing all right, and for those who are wondering, my grandfather will be having surgery next Monday, so not yet, but soon. So prayers for him are always appreciated. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. Hi Fatima, how are you doing? So I've been working on a couple things, different things. For one, I was talking recently about how I was making stuff, but I couldn't show you guys, and it was really cute. But I couldn't show anybody yet because I hadn't sent it to the person yet. But now I can kind of show you. This isn't the one, but it is one. It's a little rubber duck. Isn't it cute? I gotta put the pattern in the description, but it's an Etsy pattern, and it's so cute. So I made little ducks. I've been making little bunnies. This one is a set, except it's missing the pink one. It's supposed to be rainbow. I'm trying to reorganize them into rainbow order here. Here we go, except for the pink. I usually do pink instead of red, especially for like Easter and stuff. I want to flip them so bad. But that's the technical order they're supposed to be in. But the little bunnies, the little peep bunnies, for these I don't usually put faces on them, but for the bigger ones I do. Put little noses and little eyes. And what else have I been doing? I've also got about half of the hexie done, but I'm working on the other half before I put them together and kind of have the person try it on to see how much bigger I need to make it. So I've been working on that. And then the other thing, of course, that I've been working on is the dress slash top that was a top, but now is turning into a dress. It looks weird because it buttons down the front, but and I have the pillow. But yeah, so far we have this much of the skirt going, which the skirt kind of starts maybe like around belly button-ish length. So it's very short right now. So I've got to at least probably double this amount of rows, which I think this is around like 28 rows for the skirt. But it is crochet thread, so it's taking quite a while with my little 1mm, what is it, 1.65? Yeah, 1.65 millimeter. I don't know where my 1.5 is, otherwise I probably would have tried to use it, but I'm glad I didn't because any smaller, the little cups would be too small. It may end up being more like a bathing suit cover-up, but in theory, if I can kind of hold it up, it closes in the front, and then it's a little tight right now, but there's also a button band, and I'm also hoping it encourages me to like not gain any weight slash maybe lose a couple pounds, you know, work out a little bit, because it's like a little tight but not too tight. But in theory it closes in the front, and then you have the two triangles, which I can't hold up really at the same time, and then kind of, and then you have the little skirt at the bottom. So I'm excited to see how this goes. I really want to make another one already, which is bad because this one's already taking quite a while, but I've thought about it, and I think it would look really cool in black. It may be kind of frustrating to work with black thread. I don't know if I've ever worked with black crochet thread, but I feel like it would look really cool because I feel like it would kind of look almost lacy-like, you know, because it has like granny square stitches or granny clusters at the top. They're just super tiny, and then the bottom has like a lot of double crochets that are nice and open, so I feel like it would look kind of lacy-like. It would be really pretty. I've also considered a pink one too. Hi Sonia, how are you? Are you good? I hope you're doing well. I missed you guys. It's been a little bit. For those who weren't here earlier, my grandfather is having surgery on Monday. So prayers to him, and I'm real nervous because he is 95 years old. So any kind of surgery at that age is very, very scary. Even though it's a very common procedure, it's literally just a gallbladder removal, but anything at that age is super, super scary. So Hopefully everything will go well, but it's his decision to have the surgery, so, you know, he's uncomfortable, and I don't blame him. So, gotta have a quality to your life, you know, you gotta have quality of life. So, I just hope everything goes well. I'm just really nervous. He's my last living grandparent, so I love him to death. Arthur's over there enjoying his treat. Good. He's missed the streams and his extra treat he gets. But I hope everybody's doing good. Aw, Fatima, that's so sweet. I really enjoyed working on this, even though it's taken a while. I've also taken a lot of breaks, and I haven't like completely stopped crocheting, but I've tried to take it easy. Excuse me, for the last several days, and I've been maybe cross stitching. That one, I don't want to tell you what it is, but it's not anything yet. But I've done like a flower and a duck, and what else have I done? Oh, a fish and some other little, you know, tiny things, but I've been cross stitching, and I think that's been like a good little break for my wrist. So, aw, hi Obsessed, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good day. But yeah, so I've been cross stitching a little bit to kind of give my wrist a break. I think it would be easier if I had one of those things that like holds the cross stitch for you, but you know, that's later on. I just started. But it does give my wrist a little break from the normal crochet, so I can still do something when I can't crochet. But I got a bunch of cute little crochet and cross stitch patterns that I'm excited to try. So, hi Lydia, how are you doing? I hope that you're well. Oh gosh, I was like, why is Arthur so loud with his treat? I forgot to put carrots in there. I was like, what's he eating? He's crunching carrots. He loves carrots, baby carrots, which is great because, you know, it's a good treat for him. Yeah, put a little peanut butter and a few carrots in your Kong ball. You're a happy boy. Because he's always hungry. Hi, Ivy. Thank you for lurking. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. Ivy does beautiful work, you guys. All of you do, but Ivy also does beadwork and stuff, which is amazing. Stuff that I could never dream of doing. Not at this point, anyway. Maybe one day. There's still a beaded wallet that I want to work on. I had put it aside because we had company, and then I got sick, and I didn't want to like work on it when I didn't have full capacity because if I put the beads in the wrong order or something, you know. So I put it aside, and I haven't messed with it, and I need to work on it when I finish one of these projects. Oh, yes, that's right. Did she just get done? I was lurking in there a little bit while I was kind of moving things around and getting ready. I like her haircut that she's got. I know she's had it for a little while, but I like her new haircut, Julian's new hair. Her little side bang is pretty on her. I hadn't seen her in maybe a week or two, and I had forgot that she had her hair cut, and I was like, oh yeah. Ooh. Arthur. I'm surprised the cat hasn't come back over here. Every time I have sat down to crochet, the cat has been all over me. So I'm really surprised. He must be looking at his window on his cat tree. Aw, hi Alyssa. How are you doing? This bang today will not cooperate. It's either in my eye or I don't know, it wouldn't hang out where it's supposed to hang out today. This is one of them things. You're doing laundry too. I need to fold some. I did mine, I just need to fold it. And then, what else am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to do something when I get off of here, but I don't know. what it is. I don't think, no, I did dishes. Dishes are good. I know. I was gonna like magic erase some of the walls and light switches and around the door handles and stuff. I've got this little app, and it's called the Finch app, Finch, Finch, and it's like a little bird app thing, but it kind of reminds you to like, you can set goals basically, and it can remind you to like clean things or take your medicine or, you know, whatever. Or you can set like minor goals, like get out of bed in the morning, like little, you know, you can set anything you want to. And so anyway, I was using the little app thing, and it has a little spring cleaning thing, and that was the thing today. It was like, clean your light switches and your doorknobs and stuff. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna magic erase. I'm gonna kind of change it a little bit and magic erase around the doorknobs, because our doorknobs are like old-fashioned brass ones, and I can like clean them, but like I can't like clean them, I guess. I don't know. So I'll wipe them down, but I'll also wipe around our white doors with the magic eraser, because that usually is the thing that gets the dirtiest anyway. So also, with my husband being a mechanic, there's plenty of places where, like, you know, he comes home and like puts his hand on the wall and takes his shoe off. You know, just being real. By the door there is a spot. It's not bad, but it's like you can tell like somebody put their hand there, you know. I was like, wait a minute. I just realized what's happening. Bless his little heart. He's like, I washed my hands before I leave. And I told my dad that. My dad was like, Amy, you just don't understand. That oil and all that stuff on their hands, like, he was like, you don't remember that guy you went to school with, but his dad was a mechanic, and I never saw him anywhere without like this much grease on him. He was like, it didn't matter if we were like a school function or if we were like a dance or what it was. He was always covered in grease. It's hard to get off. And I was like, okay, I'll give him some slack. You're doing good. I'm glad. I'm glad everybody's doing good. But yeah, I mean, he comes home, takes a shower, and that's sufficient. But sometimes just like washing your hands up to your elbows isn't good enough. Oh, you turned a square pineapple motif into. That's right. I saw that little. I haven't seen the hexie, but I did see the motif that you made. Oh, was it in thread? Oh. 2.5 hook on both sides at the same time. Feels like I'm not getting far. I know. That's how I feel about this skirt. That's so how I feel about this skirt, because it's like 200 and something stitches. So, and at first, I think I messed up the pattern just a tiny bit, because at first you can tell it goes out just a little bit, but as you can see, I corrected it. It's fine now. It'll be fine once I add the button band, you know. It may poof just a little right there, but the whole thing has like kind of a flowy thing to it, so it'll be fine. I think anyway. I'm guessing. But it does. It feels like I'm not getting anywhere, and this is like a 1.65 hook and the same thread, same size 10 thread. I think how many yards is in one of these? Because I'm almost done. I can't remember if I started with, I can't remember if this will be my second or third. I think it's my second though. So I've already done almost, this will be 1,000 yards. So I'll be starting on another one. But I feel like I've been working on the skirt part forever. I feel like the bodice part, or whatever you want to call it, didn't take that long, because it's like little granny square clusters. Whoops, little cup looks weird because it's got decreases in here. Or I guess there's, yeah, decreases under the bust. But they're little tiny, you know, double crochets and little clusters. So that was pretty quick. But this skirt part, man, whew. I feel like I'm making it nowhere. I keep putting a marker somewhere on it so that I'm like, I am making progress, right? Like I am, I am moving. Where did I start today? Okay, it is going somewhere, because it does seem like, man, it's taking forever. But I'm hoping it'll be worth it. I can't believe I already want to make another one though. I'm like, Amy, jeez. But I'm like, maybe if I start another one after I finish this one, I could maybe wear it a little bit before it gets cold again. You think? My nose is itchy. Hold on. This little tissue. Itchy. Oh, we've had a little bit of pollen out and a little bit of flowers blooming. I'm excited. A little bit of daffodils popping up, you know. So I'm excited. Things are finally warming up enough for that to happen. And it's supposed to be like 70 something, like all week, except for today. Today's like 55, but It's getting there. I'm excited. I think the camellias are blooming, are starting to, all the pretty things. I don't know. Let's see. What do I want to? Well, I know what I really want to do, which is, I don't know that I should, because I really need probably at least 2 skeins of the yarn, and I probably only have 1 unless I make like an orange one or something, and I really don't think I want to make an orange one. But I want to make a giant peep pillow, but I don't have a pattern. I just want to kind of go with it and make it up, but I feel like I can because it's so simple. So I really want to do that, but I don't know if I'm going to do it. I was going to make a white one, and then my husband was like, don't make a white one. I was like, okay. And so then I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do. So I haven't decided yet if and when, but hopefully I would love to make a giant peep pillow. That would be fun. I feel like it would go, you know. It'll go with the things. Oh, hi. Welcome. Joshua, how are you? I should show you guys a picture of what, well, I mean, I feel like you kind of get the idea. I should, oh yeah, no, I have a picture of me trying it on. Or I have a picture of it laying out. That's what I should say. If it's on my iPad already, crap. I wonder if it's not synced to my iPad. Oh, well, there's the pattern. I could just show you that if it's not. Hey, little one, hold on. No, 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 no. I don't want him to walk on it because I'm afraid he's going to pick it. I need to trim his nails. All right. Hey, baby, I knew you'd come soon. I knew you would come over and say hello. Hi. Hi. Hold on. I'm trying to love you, but also not give you too much attention because I know you'll never leave. You'll never leave. I also have to add the straps to the thing too. So originally, this is what it was supposed to look like when it's done. Or I noticed in the pattern, which is what made me do it, the last page on like the ad, that somebody continued it like this, or she did, I don't know who did, and I was like, ooh, you can make that into a dress. So that is basically what we're doing, except that blue one doesn't have the straps added on yet, or the button band. Hi. I'm not sure how long I'm gonna make it. I'm thinking it's gonna probably follow the old school rule of no shorter than 6 inches above the knee. That was what I was thinking this morning. I was like, that's probably a good rule, at least. No shorter than 6 inches above the knee. It may end up being, like I said, like a bathing suit cover up or something, because nonetheless, I'll have to get like a bodysuit or something to wear under it because it's holy, you know. But if nothing else, it'll be a cover up for a swimsuit. But I still think a black one would be really nice, or like a light pink one. I think that'd be fun. Oh, hey, baby. My sweet baby. Mm. He's the sweetest boy. I was worried for a minute. I forgot I'm not wearing a microphone. I was like, oh, I'm smushing it. But no, I'm not wearing one. Hi. Yes. He is the most sweetest, loving boy. Oh, you look so handsome. Look at you. Standing up. Yeah. Yes. You gonna let me crochet in just a minute? Oh, I'm gonna get some water while you're here, okay? My water. You have a fountain and a bowl. Thank you. You gonna lay down, or you gonna go over there and lay down in your seat? Sometimes I'll lay on the pillow. You wanna lay down on a pillow? Thank you. Hi, Amora. How are you? My kitty's taking over for a minute. He did one. Yes. Yes. Told you guys, he's the most loving cat, I swear. Yes, you are. Oh, your little nose is all crinkled. I love it. I love it. All right. He will get frisky, though. He will suddenly just grab me. But that's the only bad thing. Yeah, he kind of does. Yeah. But I just consider it, you just, you know, you're an animal. You're just getting a little frisky. So I just pull you off of me and, you know, say, don't do that. Right? Good, I'm glad. I'm doing pretty good. I hope that you are. Did you change your name just a little bit, Amori? Because it looks different just a little bit. I could be wrong. Could just be that it's been a while, but it seems different. Ah, my baby. All right, you gonna go see what he's doing, or you gonna hang out with me and lay down? Ah, I'm not trying to make you lay down. No. Whoa. You're so loud, little purpotamus. Whoa, you gonna lay down if I grab this? Maybe you'll get the hint. What do you think? Oh, 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 oh. Aw, you did. Yes, I thought you did. Thought so. I still knew who you were, of course, but I thought so. Because the beginning is still the same. Ah. Little one, baby. I love you. Yeah, there you go. See, lay down. Yeah. I love you. Yes. My sweet kitty cat. His name is Little One, which he's not so little anymore, but he was when we first met him. Little One. He'll probably get annoyed with my arm moving, but he'll lay here for a little bit. Ugh, let's move over a little bit, Little One. Your little face is not there. There you go. Let's see how annoyed you look. Now I can actually see if you look kind of... Which cats look annoyed sometimes anyway when they're relaxed, you know, because their eyes are squinted. But, yeah, trying to make sure you don't become a big one, aren't we? Feed you a little less. Yeah. But he also got neutered last year, so I expected him to gain a little bit of weight. As long as he doesn't gain any more weight, he'll be good. Probably should give you a weigh, you know? See exactly how much weight you've gained since then. Find your little papers from when you were neutered. When did you get neutered, Little One? Last year, I think. Last summer, maybe. Something like that. Yeah, I think so. MJ! Aw! I was hoping you might show up. Yay! Because I know that you don't work on Tuesdays, right? So... Oh, yay! I hope you're doing good today. Ah. Me and Little One just chilling. He's been stealing the spotlight for a little bit. Arthur's still over there trying to get all the rest of the carrots and peanut butter out of his Kong ball, I think. Even though I'm pretty sure he got them already. He's convinced there's more in there. Maybe a little bit at the back. Oh, I haven't showed you what I'm making, have I? Hold on 1 second, I will show you. So technically it started out as a top. However, it is now going to be a dress because I noticed in the pattern that the person turned it into a dress as well in one of the pictures. It looked like anyway. And so this is half of it. So it buttons down the front. So it would be like this, and then the back part, and then it goes around, and the same thing. On the other side, I'll show you a picture though, because I know it's kind of hard to envision it like this, but in theory, if we forget the little triangles, because that's really the hardest part to hold up. In theory, it's like a big dress, but I'll show you the picture. Hold on, Little One. We're going to grab the iPad. Try not to disturb you, little buddy. I don't know why my iPad just suddenly changed backgrounds. I got a feeling it was the cat. Because my cat is an iPad kid and he loves to play with it. So I got a feeling he did it. So it was supposed to be a top, sort of like this. But if you kind of just continue the bottom, you can very easily turn it into more of a dress. This one doesn't have like the straps completed. Those are just like, I think they're ends they haven't weaved in. But so that's basically what I'm doing, is continuing it and making it into a dress. And then as soon as I get to the right length, I'm gonna crochet back up it and make the band in the middle, the button band, they call it. And so that'll be where the button's attached to, which I've never done, which will be interesting. I think it'll be kind of fun though. I got a feeling it's going to be like single crochets or something, so it might take a while to go up the length of the dress. But anyway, I'm excited about it. I think it's going to be cool. Oh, that's right. Did the picture, I forgot to look and see if the picture, I don't think it is, no. The picture of me trying the thing on isn't on my iPad apparently. I think it hasn't synced up or something. But anyway, I had a picture of me trying it on, but it looks a little tighter in the picture than it really was, just because in order to clip it on with these little like fabric clips, I had to gather enough of it on each side to clip it, right? So it was a little extra tight, and then there's going to be the button band. So I think it's going to be like perfect fitting if I don't lose or gain any poundage. All right, where am I at? The hard thing is figuring out where you stop. Okay. Where's the thread coming from? Would you like to keep whipping me with your tail? Has anybody noticed? He's just been whipping me. Thank you. He just had some wonderful, what were they, chicken grillers? Little pieces of grilled chicken. Oh yeah, he just had a good treat. He did. Ah! You tried to crochet a cardigan, but now it's a blanket. Oh no! It's okay, baby. I'm trying to keep you from falling off the pillow. Uh-oh, he's frisky. You see him? He's getting me. Hold on. Don't be frisky. Get down. Get down if you're going to bite me. Get down. Come on. Don't be naughty in front of the people. Get down. Uh-oh, he wants me. Get down. Come on. Yeah, okay. That way's cool, too. I think he got a little tired of me moving. It's okay. Little one, I'm sorry. You know, I'll give you all the love later. He's been on me every time I've tried to crochet, and I've stopped every time so much recently that I haven't. Also feel like I haven't made progress because of that. But that's okay. So how thin is the yarn? So I'm using the classic 10 Aunt Lydia. Oh wait, this is Red Heart. I didn't even realize this is Red Heart. Apparently this is Red Heart. I thought it was Aunt Lydia's, but apparently it is still classic 10. So same thing as Aunt Lydia's. But I didn't realize that's what I was using. I mean, I got it from the same place. I just didn't realize. Huh. That's what I've been using the whole time, though, thank goodness. I'm glad I didn't accidentally pick up an Aunt Lydia's and throw it in here, because it probably is a little different, you know? But yeah. This is what, 100% cotton? It's 100% cotton. Okay, that's good to know. It's good. It's good that it's cotton, because that means it won't be like, you know, irritating and hot. But I also need to remember that when I wash it, because if it shrinks, it's not going to fit. So, machine wash, gentle cycle, warm water, no bleach, rinse well, promptly remove, roll in towel block. Okay. Other than that, though, I did steam it a little bit the other day with a steamer and stretch it out just a tiny bit before I tried it on, because I had a feeling it was going to be tight, and I think it did help a little. But I barely hit it with the steamer. I could really do a lot more. So I can wash it in warm water? I don't know why washing it in warm water kind of scares me. Is it the washing in warm water that causes it to shrink, or is it the drying it after you wash it in the warm water? So maybe if I just don't throw it in the dryer after and I like air dry it, it'll be fine. I think, right? Yeah, because it's the dryer that shrinks it. Am I right? I've only shrunk something once, so I'm not really sure. Unfortunately, it was my favorite black jumpsuit. Oh, dang it. But, oh well. I've never found one. I found another one, but it wasn't the same. That one was my favorite. Shima, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Yeah, probably hang it to dry. That's what I'm thinking, yeah. But I'm glad it's cotton, actually. I really didn't even pay attention because I just thought it was Aunt Lydia's, but I picked it up at Walmart, so I really just didn't think about it. And then now I'm realizing it's totally not, but doesn't matter. It's good that it's cotton, so. Because I don't think Aunt Lydia's is 100% cotton, is it? Pretty sure it's got something else mixed in there. But hot, anything with cotton scares me. I know. I'm kind of scared to just wash it in warm water too. I'm kind of like, can I just wash it in like cool water? It's like I don't want to ruin it. God, I'd be so sad if I shrunk this. Oh my gosh. I'd be like, cousin, does this fit your child? Like, I'd be like, we gotta give it to somebody. It's gotta fit somebody. I worked too hard on this for it not to be worn. But I'm hoping that won't happen, right? I'll just have to be really careful. Which I usually am with most of my crochet stuff, except these blankets. I'll be honest, I just toss them in the washer and dryer. And they've been fine, so. It gives me faith that I can weave in my ends pretty well when I'm able to do that, you know? So, it makes me feel better about it anyway. I'm like, I must be doing a decent job if I can wash and dry it several times and nothing's come out of it. You use double thread when crocheting with it. See, I don't think I've ever tried double thread. I don't think I've ever tried double thread. What I have done, which I really find fun, is doing like, I had this rainbow thread and I used it with like a white 4-weight yarn. So I've done it with like a 4-weight in a thread, but I've never done 2 threads. But I have seen you do it and it is very pretty, you know? I've never thought about doing it though. I have to try it one day for something. I'm sure there'll be something that I'd be like, you know what, that looked pretty if it was like multicolored or speckled or, you know what I mean? That effect. I wanted to use thread on a top. I was specifically looking for patterns that I could use like a crochet thread on. And I really was having such a hard time. The only ones I was seeing on like Etsy and other places were like these vintage looking, I think I said last time I was on here, these vintage looking patterns that really look to me, I don't know, I don't want to judge, but it looks like somebody just took some pictures of an old magazine and is selling it on Etsy from like the 70s, okay? And I don't want to support that if that's what's going on. So I just, you know, because it's clearly not their pattern, right? More than likely. So I don't want to buy that, and also I don't trust it to be like a readable for me pattern if it's that old. Like, I don't know. I just no. So anyway, I couldn't find anything, and I finally found this one, and it basically, I was looking for made to measure tops at that point because I couldn't figure out, like, gauge swatches is still confusing to me and all that stuff. And so I said, well, maybe if I can find a made to measure top, I can use the thread and just make it to measure, right? So I found this one, the Musings top by Anna Thiemann. Her name and everything is in my description if you're confused because it's a weird spelling. It's like the, but an I in between the H and the E. Thiemann with 2 N's. Anna Thiemann. But if you just look up the Musings top, I'm pretty sure you'll find it. But her pattern has been really easy to follow for somebody who doesn't really make clothing other than like hexy cardigans. So I've really enjoyed it. But I will say it does say you still need to do a gauge swatch, but I did not. And the only thing it seemingly has caused me trouble with in this particular case is the cups in the triangles. They could be a little more, they could go this way a little more. But because it's going to be either a cover up or like going over a bodysuit or something, it shouldn't be that big of a deal. Because it still covers, it's just a little close, you know? So I would like to try it again, perhaps with a slightly larger hook to make those little triangles a little bit bigger. But it's also going to make the holes bigger, I'm sure. So let's see, I gotta go up a little bit. I'm missing stuff, gibbering. Cousin, here's a dress for your child's future infant. Right? The rainbow yarn. Yes, you're gonna make a king cozy with the rainbow yarn and cotton. That'll be pretty. That'll be really pretty. For a top, you would use a liner. Yeah, see, that's true. I could line. Ooh, do I dare? I've only lined a couple bags. I don't know if I can line the. I feel like I could line the waist because that's pretty straightforward. But I don't know about the roundness of the cups. I mean, they're not that round, like, but there's just enough of a roundness, like, in the decreases I put in them to, like, I don't know if I could. I don't know. I'd like to think I could. If it was like a stretchy fabric, maybe. If it had a little give to it. Maybe. Maybe. But that's a good idea. I don't know why I haven't even considered the fact that somebody could line such a thing. Because I'm sitting here thinking, like, I'll look around somewhere for something to put on under it if I can't figure it out, you know. I also have another dress that I could technically put under it, but I don't really want to wear two dresses, you know. So that's what I was thinking. Maybe like a bodysuit of some sort, you know, or like a. But I'd want one that had like shorts in it because I don't want like my cheeks hanging out. Not trying to do all that. Even heck, even my bathing suit, I wear like shorts and stuff. My mom always said because I was like really, I mean, I've always been very fair. My mom was always like, you just look so unclothed when you wear regular bottoms for your bathing suit. And I was like, I know. And so I've always worn like little shorts. It just makes me feel more comfortable, you know, whatever you like to do, right? So I'd probably have little shorts on under it anyway, is what I'm thinking is the point. Even if it was like a bathing suit cover up. But lining it is such a good idea, especially if I did have like a slightly stretchy enough fabric. I know they're harder to sew, but if it was stretchy, I feel like I'd be more comfortable lining the cups of it, you know? And I know you can buy like the little cups themselves. I guess you can buy triangle ones too. I didn't think of that. Can you cut those if it's like not the right triangle shape? That's also a thought. Because I know like Hobby Lobby sells little cups, but I think they're like actual cups and they're round, I think. In like the sewing section. I don't know. Aw, thank you, Melissa. That's sweet. Aw, thank you, Shima. Measure the material on top of it and just cut it and then sew it. Yeah, well that works. I mean, I mean, it doesn't matter if it's like, I don't know. I guess I'm concerned that when I put the flat thing on a round thing, it's not going to work. But I guess in theory, you know, if it fits the thing, then it'll also fit me. If the garment fits me already, then as long as it fits the garment, it should fit right. Smart ideas. I like it. I like it. Things I have not even thought about doing. If I did line it, or if I make another one and I line that one, I wonder what I would line it, like what colors I would use. Because I definitely wouldn't make another white one. I used white mostly because it was accessible. But I also do like white dresses on myself just because I've always been fair and I've always thought white dresses looked kind of nice on fair people. But I don't know. I'm wondering, because I've wanted to make either a black or a pink one. But if I put like a pretty color under it, or if I just put like a plain thing under it, I don't know. Because it's going to peek through a little, you know. Oops, didn't do a single in between. Rainbow, I know, wouldn't that be cool? I thought about doing a rainbow one, and the only reason I didn't is because I started making some kind of clothing thing out of that rainbow thread, and it started feeling like, not pilly or anything, but like fuzzy. It was like getting fuzzy. And so it started to concern me a little bit. I'll have to like experiment with a little like sample of it and see how it does. But that's the only reason I ended up choosing this thread. But they do have so many colors, so I'm like, perhaps another color. You can use an extra large white t-shirt and then shape. Ooh, that's a good idea, Sonia. I like that idea because t-shirt material does have like enough of a little bit of a give to it, right? For what I'm thinking, you know. I like that idea. That's a great idea, Sonia. And you know, you can, and even if I wanted to do colors in the future with one, there are so many different colors. You can get any color t-shirt at a craft store, right? Any solid colored t-shirt. That's such a good idea, Sonia. I love that. I gotta remember that. That's a really good idea. Arthur, you gonna help me remember that, bud? Yeah. Here, I'll move my iPad. I feel like it's in your way. You know, your blankies are over here. You want a blankie? Here. Here you go, bud. Yep. Toss it on top of you. Yeah. Usually when you toss a blanket on him, he just disappears under it and just settles down. Oh, you heard him drinking. Gosh, he's like, He was like 7 feet away, 8 feet away. I can't believe you could hear him. But he's loud sometimes, so then again, I can. Out of his little thing. And he's got one of those with the little tank on top, so when he drinks, it can bubble sometimes, you know? It used to scare him when it bubbled at first. It was so cute and sad at the same time. He'd be like, ah, ah. But then he'd go back to it, and it would bubble again. He'd be like, whoa, whoa, what's that? But he, of course, got over it, and now he's no longer scared of the bubbles. You have good hearing, apparently. My husband says I have terrible hearing, and I'm just going to blame listening to really loud music all the time. But I know I should not. It's not that loud, though, but it is loud. It's too loud, really, but it doesn't seem that loud, but I know it's too loud because my phone's always like, you've reached your headphone limit for the week. Turn it down. I'm like, go away. I really shouldn't do that. But, hey, what is he? What do you have, little one? What is that? It sounds like a rock. He's biting something around on the ground. What is he got? Do you have a crystal? And where did you get one of my crystals from? It is one of my crystals. Hey. I mean, you're not going to break it or hurt it. It's just a tumbled crystal, but too big for him to eat. Otherwise, I'd get it for him. But it's very loud, so maybe I should go get it. Little one, what are you doing? You want an Easter egg? Mommy, get your... That's also loud, though, but I'll try to throw it in the kitchen. Wait. Excuse you. Yeah. Okay. Got him to at least go in the kitchen with the Easter egg. That's a little less loud than a rock. The rock went under the table. We'll get that later. But where did he get my crystal at? Did he get it off the table, maybe? Maybe he got it off the table earlier. I don't know. Yes, and you can make different combinations and wear your same dress different times. Right, I know. See, I like that. Sonia, you're smart. I like your ideas. Okay. I'm definitely going to remember that lining it with a t-shirt is a really, really good idea. Because, see, I was thinking like a stiff no, like a t-shirt would be way, way better, way more comfortable. Yes. And probably just as cheap, if not cheaper, than buying a yard of some fabric, you know? So I really like that idea. All right, he stopped, but I think he's just looking around the corner at the egg. I know, the iPhone does. It tells you you're at your limit. It did that to the older lady at work the other day, and she was like, I can't hear my phone. It keeps telling me I'm at my phone limit. Oh no. Bless her heart. Oh no. Yeah. Because I'll like be listening to music and I'll have like either my speaker on or something. It's like, you're at your limit. And I'm like, just stop it. Just go away. Like, why did my speaker get quiet? Like, what happened? Where'd the music? Is it dying? Because usually that's what happens. It dies. It gets quiet and then it dies. Lately, I've been on a Britney Spears kick again. I get in those moods where I listen to like random genres and decades of music, and lately it's been 90s Britney Spears. But next week it'll be, you know, who knows. As my husband says, you never know what I'm going to be listening to when he gets home. That poor man might be listening to gangster rap. I might be listening to Guns N' Roses. I might be listening to country. You just never know. You just never know. Or Britney Spears, as of late. I was like, I told my husband the other day, I was like, you didn't know I knew that much Britney Spears, did you? He was like, I did not. I did not. It's like, I don't know that much, but I know a couple albums. The ones I had as a kid. You did? Oh, how do you do that, MJ? You can make your own? With what? How do you make your own diamond putty? I've never even heard of that. Because I don't even know, like, what it's actually made out of. I'm trying to think. Like, I've had some. I'm trying to think, what would that be made out of exactly? It's like sticky waxy, but not waxy. Or is it waxy? I don't know. I'm curious though. Didn't know you could do that. I wonder how that is. Those stuff I have upstairs, it's probably all dried out. I'm sure it's old. I'll have to get new when I find my little place to set up my diamond painting again, because I bet mine is old now. Uh-oh, we've got an invasion about to happen. Maybe. Uh-oh. Watch out, kitty. Don't knock that over. Hold on. Don't knock anything over. You can come up, but don't knock it over. Okay. There you go. You want to sit next to your brother? Don't step on the dress. You can do a lot of things, but don't. No, stop stepping on it. Listen. I love you. All I want you to do is get your paw off. I just don't want you to pick it. Thank you. I just don't want him to pick it. I'm terrified he's gonna step on it because his claws are a little long, because he's been fighting me a little bit when I'm trying to cut him. I don't fight him. It's just if he pulls away like more than 3 or 4 times, I'm like, okay, another time. And so I've been trying to do it while he eats, and he's been pulling away, but he needs it, and he's starting to get stuck on little things, I think, because he's not used to them being long. So I've got to work on that. I was going to get my husband to hold one of those little like squeeze treats, and then I was going to try to cut him to see if that would be better for him. Ooh, museum putty. Ooh, see? I've heard of that stuff, and I want some of that. You use white sticky tack. I have that. 3 drops. A fragrant, ooh, banana. Ooh, I like it. I love banana things. Oh my gosh. I'll be back to bananas in a minute. Don't let me forget. And arrowroot powder, which I've heard of that, and mica powder for color. Ooh. And museum putty, to be exact. I have sticky tack. That's what I use to put these things up. These are, which, by the way, I just made these. These are just paper things that I made years ago. Paper eggs out of construction paper. But the other stuff, like I use those to like to keep the painting straight and stuff. I use that kind of stuff all the time. And now I also use it to keep my cat from knocking my crystals over. But apparently I didn't sticky tack that one. But I love that stuff. I want some of the like museum gel stuff or whatever it is that you can like put on stuff and like flip it upside down and it still stays. But yeah, you can remove it. I want some of that, especially for like Christmas time when I have like delicate things out that the cat can break. He's really good and he didn't, but we did sticky tack down all the little houses for Christmas this year in my husband's village. Jeez, rude. Smacking me with your tail. Oh, is he coming back? Is he coming back? I think he's coming back. But bananas, speaking of bananas, I love bananas. Lately I've had a thing about bananas. I don't know what it is. I had like a hankering for like banana candy, and then I finally found these banana gummies, and so I was like happy, I was excited. I had my craving fulfilled, and then I've still been into the banana stuff. I found that, what is it, Bluebell has banana pudding ice cream, so I was like into that for a while. And then I discovered that there is also, I discovered that, and now, anyway, I made banana pudding. I've never made banana pudding before, but it's dangerous. It was really good. I was like, oh, this is so good. This is dangerous. And I had some every day for like, I don't know, however long I ate it for, and it was so good. It was like a 9x9 glass pan, and it was full, and it was so good. And I ate every bit. My husband did not even try it. He doesn't like it, so good for him. But it was so good. I just want to make more. I didn't follow the recipe exactly. It wanted 12 bananas. I did not put 12 bananas. I didn't have 12 bananas, okay? I feel like that's a lot. I only put like 4 bananas because that's what I had. But I also used banana pudding instead of vanilla pudding. And the Cool Whip and the condensed milk and, sweetened condensed milk. Oh, so good. And the vanilla wafers, which remind me of my granny. I know, 12 bananas, that's a lot. I was like, how big is that thing gonna be if I put, it would just be like bites of banana. Oh, it was so good though, you guys, oh my gosh. I gotta make more, it was so good. I'm giving myself a week or 2 break, but I'm making more. It was so good. And it's easy too, you know. The only thing I didn't have, because I haven't cooked a lot in this house since we've been here is I didn't have like I don't even know what they're called. Those flat things you use in baking. You can use them to like spread icing and stuff, but the things you use to like fold in things into your whatever you're baking or making. And so I didn't have that, so I just kind of had to carefully spoon the Cool Whip with the pudding because I couldn't fold it in exactly, but it was fine. So, oh my gosh, it was so good though. Highly recommend if you like bananas. Make some banana pudding. It's not that hard and it's good. Really, it's really good. The worst part is the 2 minutes of mixing the pudding mix. I mean, really. It's so easy. It is so good. And it'll feed you for a while. I just looked up a like recipe online and just went with it. I was like, yep, that sounds good. And my mom was like, you should have asked me. I would have given you a cookbook. And I'm like, I know, you're right. I probably should have. And I might try one of those too and see what I like better, you know. But I was like, I just wanted to do it on my own. And it was so good. Then everybody was like, you didn't bring me any. And I was like, no, but I swear I will next time. Next time I'm going to bring my mom some and bring my patient some. I know they'll enjoy it. Because I asked my patient, I was like, do you even like banana pudding? Do you and your husband like it? And she was like, yeah. I was like, well, okay. Because I know she's not a big fan of sweets. So I'm excited. You wouldn't have to worry about leg cramps for a year with 12 bananas, right? Hey, I should convince Mac to eat it. Because he gets terrible leg cramps in the winter. Not in the winter, in the summer. Sorry. I saw Winter Nightmare and I said Winter. Hi, how are you, Winter? But he gets terrible ones in the summer where he drinks like pickle juice and everything to help. I should be like, you should eat some banana pudding, it'll help. But my husband's been really good actually. He's been trying to lose weight and stuff, and he's a bigger guy. He's just always been a bigger guy. I think he always will be a bigger guy. He's just naturally is. But he has been losing a little bit of weight, and so he's been like, I'm not eating bread. And he was like, the other day he went to Jersey Mike's and he actually got bread, and he was like, I'm being bad, I'm eating bread. And I was like, woo. But he's done really well. I need to follow his lead a little bit more. I think he might have lost like 20 pounds since we've been married, and I think I've probably gained the 20 that he lost. So I think I need to follow suit. Oh, my mom has a electric like Bluetooth scale. I got on it the other day because I was helping her set it up. That thing is evil, man. I do not recommend. It gives you like your body fat percentage and like your age and like your physical age and all that stuff, which I don't even know how. It literally just weighed me and that was it. That's all it did. I gave it my height and I didn't give it any other information. And it gave me like my physical age and stuff, which it said 35, which isn't that off, but it's a little older than I am, of course. But, well, I guess it's only like almost 2.5 years older, almost 3. But I was like, dang, how does it know that? It just, all I did was step on it. It was crazy. Oh, thank you. I know, aren't they cute? I saw them. I was looking for them because they put them in like, they're not the greatest blankets. They're not like double printed or anything, but they are quite soft and they're kind of thin, but they're so cute for decorating. And so I saw the little rainbow peeps one and I was like, I need them for my new couch. And they were $6 a piece. And I have this big giant L couch, so I had to get one for both sides, of course, you know. But I got them at Dollar Tree. I love them. They're so cute. They had a couple different designs, but I liked the rainbow peeps the best. And it goes with my tablecloth. And I didn't even realize it when I bought it because my tablecloth is different colored peeps in rainbow order and different eggs in rainbow order. So it matches. I was like, yes, I did good. But I use them every year. I'll reuse them every year for decoration. And I mean, I use them on occasion, but generally they just stay on the back of the couch. You're allergic to scales, man. That thing was evil. I do not recommend the Bluetooth scale unless you're like real strong with it, you know. Whew. It was mean to me. It's like, you are overweight. I was like, dang. Jeez. I can't remember if it said obese or overweight, but I was like, harsh. I was like, not expected. I was like, dang. like, I know I've gained a couple, but geez. I'll talk to the doctor. I'll see what they say. She used to always ask me, did I like have good enough appetite and stuff, because my ADHD medicine can like suppress your appetite. But I do. And then she was like, last time I went, she was like, oh, you gained a couple pounds. I'm glad. Like, I was worried about you there for a while. I'm glad you put on a little weight. And I was like, well, I was on the wedding diet for a while. You know, I had to fit in the same dress from when I tried it on and measured in November until I actually wore it in June, you know, so that kind of makes you stay the same weight. And so I was like, well, I guess after the wedding diet, I just, you know, and she was glad, but now she might be like, all right, slow down. So we'll see. I got an appointment next month. We'll check with her. We're not going to believe the scale thing. We're gonna talk to the physician. I don't really care about numbers. I just, as long as I feel good, that's all I care about. And I'm healthy, of course. Numbers are not important. Because everybody is different. I hate those stupid BMI things. Because everybody is different and everybody is shaped differently and everybody carries weight differently. And so I just feel like it's a little general, you know. Because some people have bigger hips and thighs, shoulders, feet. You know what I'm saying? Everybody does. And so I feel like, yeah, it's a thing, but I feel like it's not the most accurate thing out there. That's all. Did I only put 2 in those? Yes. Hold on. Okay, good. I can frog it. I was like, I don't want to have a mistake. I do have one mistake in here somewhere that I did leave, which I'm not going to try to find, but I did leave one. Just trying to make sure I didn't make another one further down. Okay, no. But they say it's good to leave one mistake. I used to never do that, but now I try to do it when it's something for myself like this and it's big and it's really far back and I don't want to frog it, which I've frogged several of these skirt rows fixing things, but I did leave one because they say it's good to leave one because you put your soul into every project and it lets your soul escape through the hole or mistake. So I think that's a cute little saying, and I was like, well, we'll just let my soul escape through that one then. I think that's right. Your soul, your heart, something like that. But yeah, I think it's you put your heart and soul into it, every project, so you leave a mistake to let it escape through. All right, there we go. Oh, I'm glad that wasn't far back. Oh. I know, obese, that's harsh, right? Especially when you're not expecting it or just not really thinking about it. And I didn't even realize the scale could do all that stuff. So I was just like, geez. I was like, I'm just trying to set you up, okay? You're not even mine. As long as you're healthy, that's all that matters. That's exactly right. I 100% concur. As long as you are healthy and you are happy, that is what matters. Arthur, what are you doing, buddy? Scratching? You probably need a bath soon, don't you, bud? After we went to the park this weekend. Yeah. We went to a new park for Arthur this weekend. We've been there once, but we hadn't taken Arthur yet because we went with another couple. We were going to play pickleball, but for some reason we couldn't that day. I don't know. But anyway, so Arthur went to the park and he had such a good time smelling all the smells, and he met a new little puppy friend. And Arthur's usually really friendly with other dogs, but I get really nervous every time because I just don't want anything bad to happen. He's never been unfriendly. I think there was one time a dog kind of lunged at him and he growled, but that was understandable. He got lunged at, so I just get nervous. And sometimes when he's smelling, he looks like his little lip is coming up and then he's gonna growl, and so I'm like on edge. But he never has. He does really good. And he always just kind of smells and gets kind of timid, you know. But he had such a good time smelling and walking. I'm so glad it was so nice out. I was like, we'll just have to remember if we take him here in the summer when it's really hot not to walk him on the concrete and walk him on the grass instead. So I don't want him to hurt his little feet. Especially because he's not used to like hot concrete at all. I mean, dogs shouldn't walk on super hot concrete anyway, but he's not used to it being a country dog. Yeah, you're just the dirt paths, aren't you, bud? But I told Mac, I was like, if we bring him here more often, we may not have to cut his nails as much because he'll wear them down on the concrete. So more motivation to take him there more, to that particular part, because there's a lot more paths to walk down for him. Oh, you made 2 skirts and they're full of mistakes. See, you know, listen, I think as long as it works and you're happy with it, oh well, you know. Your whole hexagon blanket had mistakes all the way down it. You just said, screw it, keep going now. Every single row had this. See, there you go. As long as it looks cohesive and you like it, you know, and it works. Well, it doesn't have to look cohesive. As long as it works and you like it, go with it. I've started to feel that way. I really have, because I've been like, but I have frogged probably like 4 rows of this skirt, unfortunately, but I've tried to not. It was just, if it was super obvious, you know, super obvious. Because there's like clusters of 3, and then there's 2, and then 3, and then 2. And so if that was one of those was messed up, or like I forgot to, no, it's not necessarily if that's messed up as much as if I don't do the clusters on both sides and I only put 1, then I'm like, crap, what am I going to do? Then I got to go back. So. Oh, hi, Amanda. How are you? I hope you're doing well. I was thinking about you the other day. I hope you're doing well. Sweat test, but you would have to frog hours of work. I know, I don't blame you. Time crunch is real. Oh yeah, I'm sure. I've never done a pattern test. I'm sure I would be like, huh, huh. I'd be kind of scared too now, just because my wrists lately have been kind of unreliable. I've been having to like take breaks and things, but I feel like otherwise I would have loved to. I probably should have done it like earlier, but I'm sure the time crunch, though, is not fun. I know when I'm making things for other people, I feel that way. You know, when I need to make them by a certain amount of time. I'm very thankful that the hexie that I'm working on, which this is one, it's not done, but this is 1/2 where I'm going to stop at until I make the other half the same size. And then I'm going to, like, pin them together and have the person try it on, so I figure out how much longer to make the waist and the sleeves. But, I have, it's curled on the edge, but anyway, I have that half done. I just gotta match the other one. It's getting there. Is that a horn honk? Maybe. Might have been a buzzard or something in there. But hopefully I'll finish it soon. But thankfully I don't have a big time crunch on it, so it's nice that I can kind of work on it when I want to. But I also want to get it done in a timely-ish manner. The big thing was I was waiting at first for them to get me money to purchase the yarn for it. And then I ordered yarn, you guys. I had my first dye lot problem. I've never had a dye lot issue before. I know I'm very lucky for that because I've been crocheting for like 3 years. I've never had a problem until I was buying that mandala yarn, and I've never had a problem with it before either. I mean, I literally made this entire blanket buying random skeins, okay? But I bought 3 more, and one of them didn't have, so they have pink, purple, blue, and 2 greens, or 2 blues, 2 greens. It didn't even have pink and purple in the skein at all. Okay, well, what the heck am I going to do with that? Like, it's supposed to be random, but I don't want it to look super weird compared to the other half. And then second of all, it was dark as crap. Like, it was so much darker than the other one. So I was like, oh man, I can't use this because then 1/2's going to be super dark and 1/2's going to be like this. And I was like, what am I going to do? And I was like, I already used their money to buy the yarn. Like, I've never had this problem before. And so I was like, okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep the one that doesn't have the purple and pink in it for myself. And then then there was 1 skein in there. There's 3 skeins. 1 skein was too dark. 1 skein didn't have pink and purple. And one of them was okay. So I'm using the one that's okay. And I'm going to have to suck it up and deal with the other 2 and keep them for myself. And then buy more yarn to finish it. Which I had to do anyway. But I'm just really annoyed. And I really am scared to buy it because I'm scared it's going to be the wrong color. Because what happens if it comes and it's dark again? I guess I just have to see how far I'm going to get with the one I have and then hope for the best because, geez, I can't find it in store, or I would go get it in store and look at it in person, but I can't find it anywhere anymore. They used to have it at my Walmart, the mandala ombre, but they don't have this color anymore. They have a bunch of them, but not this one. And yeah, I could order it online, but then again, I'm ordering it online. I'm risking the color thing again, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. It was just weird that I think they were unusually dark batches. That or they've changed it because it was weird. I've never had that problem with this yarn ever. But I know it happens. I know it's a thing. So you're good. I'm glad. I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. Trying to perk up because it's the end of winter and always the lack of vitamin D always gets to me by the very end of winter. Like right when it starts to get warm, I'm like, and so I'm happy that it's going to be 70 degrees for the remainder of the week and I will be able to go outside and absorb all the vitamin D that one can absorb safely, and I'll be much better then. I'll be happy. Arthur will be happy. We can go sit outside and crochet. We haven't been able to do that in a while. There have been random days, but no solid days, so I'm excited. I'm looking forward to the sunshine. It really does get to me, the lack of being out in the sun. It always has, or at least as long as I can remember, it has always been like that. We're at end of winter. I'm like, gosh, man, it's really pounded on me by the end. Like ready for the sunshine. I think we're all ready for the sunshine though. We've all had kind of like a not fun winter, I think. Too much snow everywhere. Poor MJ lost her power for like 5 days. I'm lucky I didn't, thank goodness. I can't believe she did, bless her little heart. We would have been with my parents, stuck living all in the living room. Man, that would be fun, right? I love them, but I don't want to live with them with my husband for a week inside basically just the living room, you know? No thanks. With nothing to do. Oh, what else did I, oh, do I have them on here? I see. What other cross stitch patterns did I get? I've been naughty. I've been buying cross stitch patterns and I haven't even completed, well, I've completed some things, but I haven't completed like a full thing yet, but I bought a few. They're so cute. What is this? Who is this by? I want to know because they're the cutest things ever. Oh, I can't find it. Let me go to the actual Etsy and go to my purchases. They're the cutest. If you're interested, which I recommend because I didn't realize how like quote easy. I know there's like tricks and I could be a lot better at it, but to cross stitch, like I didn't know how like kind of easy it is, you know, if you just want to have fun with it, you know. And so I've been doing it lately, but I've done simple things, but I bought a couple patterns, but these patterns are so cute. Okay, they're by X Cross Stitch Pattern X on Etsy. I'll show you as well. I know it'll be backwards, but no, I'm not trying to review it. I just want to look at my purchases so that I can show people this, not the actual pattern. But she has a ton of these. I need to get some black fabric, but I might try to do it on white too. And I need like 1 or 2 more brown colors, I think, but they're so cute. It's a series of little ghosties and they're doing different crafts. And this one is a painting one. And I got this one because it has the little pumpkin in it as well, because I love the little jack-o'-lantern. But she also has one that is also cross-stitching. She also has one that is knitting. I don't know if there's a crochet one. I have to look further. But look at the little ghosty. Look at it. Isn't it so cute? I love it so much. It's so cute. It's a ghosty and a bat, and he's painting a pumpkin. It's adorable. And again, her name is, what's her name? X Cross Stitch Pattern X on Etsy. So cute. So cute. Love it so much. And like I said, there's a whole series, and she has like a lot of really cool ones. Mystically Awkward. I want that one. But she's got a lot of really cool ones, and I think they're on sale right now as well. But I actually got into the cross stitch because I found some of my grandmother's cross stitch that I was gifted after she passed, and she actually had some hoops and a little bit of fabric and a couple little things, and I already had the floss, so I looked up like a quick little video and kind of just went to town doing little designs. But I can't wait to do the little ghosty, and I got a peep pattern, and I got a little 90s bundle of patterns, which is really, really cute. There's like the troll doll is what I'm working on, which I only have the top of the hair. But there's a troll doll, a ring pop, what is it, a Tamagotchi, a cassette tape, a Game Boy, a Rubik's Cube, a film canister, a floppy disk. I think that's it. Yeah. But I'm doing the troll doll first because I'm excited. And so, yeah. I can't wait to do all these though. They're so nice though. And it's, like I said, it's a really good thing to give my wrist a break from crochet, I feel like. So that's good. The worst part about doing the cross stitch is just holding the embroidery hoop with my left hand. Sometimes gets a little tiring, but after a while, but that's it. See, little kid, think I was like, I know. See, I always tried, like, I feel like, bless my family, love them to death. But I feel like if I had just, see, here's the thing. I don't know that it was my family. Actually, I think it was me. Because I don't like to ask for help. So I'm very bad, even to this day. Like, I will not ask for help with things. I will just struggle. And like my husband would be like, just ask me for the help. So I think when I was a kid, I remember specifically buying little cross stitch, like the kits, you know, and wanting to learn how to do it when I was like 8, like around that age. And I never understood like the instructions for whatever reason. I think something about picture instructions that involve either a crochet hook or a needle and a diagram about where to put said thing, I can never understand. And so I was like, I don't understand how to do it. And so I think I kind of tried, but still didn't quite grasp it or whatever. And I just wish that I had been like, Mom, Dad, could you please help me to read these instructions and understand how to do this? Because I know they could have helped me understand how to cross stitch, as simple as it is, right? Maybe they couldn't have helped me understand how to do a loop start or whatever, but they could help me figure out, okay, you put an X here and an X there and the colors and, you know, oh my gosh. And so I just wish I had asked for help because I could have been doing this for so long, you know? Like, dang it, why did I just ask for help? Maybe it's now my life lesson that ask for help, Amy, jeez. Because I was thinking about it. I was like, dang it, why did I just ask somebody to help me? Because I'm sure at least one adult in my life could have read those instructions and been like, oh, you know, and could have helped me figure this out. But no. Because I remember getting like several cross stitch kits as a kid. And I remember, oh man, see, I wanted to do it so bad that I would literally, I don't even know, I think it was screen material, except it wasn't like metal. It was like a plasticky screen type material that had like obviously the holes, literally like a window screen, but plasticky. And I would take that material, we just had it, I don't know, in the country, I don't know, we just have random things. And so it might have been in the barn or something. And I would take it and I would cut it into little sections and I would take thread and I would sew back and forth into it. I wasn't doing X's or whatever, but I'd make little whatevers. And so I would make little holes. I would take paper and punch the little holes in the paper because there was this lampshade that my great-grandmother had made where she had punched the little holes in the thing and the light would shine through. I mean, I would just do random little things with random little things. I don't have any of that stuff anymore, but I tried so hard to like something to stick, I guess, you know, like something I would do and be good at or whatever. And nothing ever like really stuck as far as crafts. I just always went from one thing to another. And then I feel like crochet finally stuck and I was like, oh, I like this, you know, I like this, I can do this. Like even like painting I still do, but I'm not good at it. I'm not a painter, okay? If I was, I would have painted things, but I'm not a painter. I can paint things, but I'm not good at it. So I can paint a sunset. I'm good at that. That's it. But I don't know, something about crochet stuck, but I just wish sometimes that I had like figured it out earlier, but it's okay, you know. At least I figured it out now and I'm happy I figured it out now. Maybe I just needed to try 1,000 other crafts first, right? And I still like other crafts. Like, I mean, I'm trying cross stitching now, right? But I still do other things, but I also have stopped doing a lot of stuff too. I want to go through my drawers over there one day really soon. I told my husband, I was like, we need to take a trip to the dump one day so that I can empty out those drawers with all my craft stuff. Because I used to have like coloring books and stuff, so I need to go through there and like get rid of some of that stuff that I don't need anymore, give it away, that I don't use. And then I can have more space in those drawers. That would be wonderful. Oh, forgot. I was going to say our things used to be under the bed, but they're not anymore because we got a new bed and a new mattress last week. Yeah. And it sucks. No, I'm just kidding. It doesn't suck. It's a very nice Nectar mattress. However, my poor body hates it right now. So I think it's because it's like partially memory foam. And according to the internet, they can take like 30 to 60 days to like warm up and conform to your body or whatever. And so I'm just hoping it happens sooner than that because I'm not sleeping very swell. But I'm just waking up every couple hours like, ow, my side hurts because I'm laying on that side. And then I roll over and I'm like, ow, that side hurts. So I don't know if it's the mattress or if it's me or if I just have to get used to it or if I just have to break it in. But I did hear that you could walk on it or like kind of gently jump on it and it'll help. So I'm going to go do that later. So just, you know, have fun thinking of me jumping on a bed at 30 years old because that's what I'm going to do later. But yeah, seems fun, right? I hope I don't hit the ceiling. I just realized I need to be careful about that because the bed's a lot taller than it was. Arthur has new doggy stairs. It's so tall. He better not try to jump off the bed. He hasn't yet, but we have really tall stairs. He better just use the stairs. Definitely too tall for him. It's a fancy bed though. Apparently though, the thing about like if you get one of those Nectar mattresses is they're like really fancy. So they like have the adjustable, put your feet up, put your head up, you know, all that kind of stuff. And it also has a massage feature, which is kind of dumb because in my opinion, it just shakes the bed. It doesn't like do anything. But if you don't buy the adjustable bed frame with it, it like voids the warranty on the mattress. So we didn't have to, but like we got the adjustable bed frame because of the warranty thing. So anyway, but I think there's like I forgot how long we can return it for, which is good because if it doesn't make me sleep better in like a few weeks, I'm going to be real sad and we're probably going to send it back because my poor back. But my husband's been fine though, I think. He hasn't complained about his back at all, so I think it's just me. But he's also bigger and warmer than I am, so I feel like his side is gonna break in quicker than mine. So I don't know. If that's true and that's how that works, then I feel like his will be faster. Part of me was like, should I make him sleep on my side? But then I was like, no, it's gonna conform to him, not me. You can paint lines and dots on paper. Oh man, I'm not good with straight lines. I can't even write in a straight line on a sheet of paper with no lines. I'm like, I don't know if it goes up or down. I know that means something. I think one means you're optimistic and one means you're like negative or pessimistic or whatever. But like, I don't remember which one I do. But I usually don't write in a good straight line. I hate cards without lines because I'm always like, oh God, oh no. Sometimes I try to put paper under it to help like me stay in a straight line, but then I can't like finish my Y, or you know what I mean? Like I don't know. I just can't do straight lines. Dots I'm good with. Dots I can do. Where are my bunnies? They're in the window. I'll have to get them for next time. I took these. I think I've told you guys before, but I highly recommend if you don't have like Easter decorations and you want to like jazz up your windows for Easter, take a piece of cardboard, draw a bunny like body, and do I have a bunny body? Yeah, essentially a peep. Essentially a peep shape, right? Except mine have like a flat butt. They look slightly more realistic that way. But anyway, I drew bunny shapes and I cut them out of Amazon boxes and then I painted them with acrylic paint and I stuck a pom-pom on them for their tails and made them in rainbow colors, and now I have rainbow peeps in my windows. It's very cool. I do recommend. I should grab one. I'm going to grab one. It's right there. I'd be lazy if I don't grab it. Yeah. Which one are we going to... I don't know. Which color is it? It's probably blue or green. Oops. No, your ear is bent. Oh well. Anyway, that's my little bunny. Kitty. So I have a pink one, an orange one, a yellow one, a green one, a blue one, and a purple one. And I put them in rainbow order in my 4 windows in the house. And so you can see them when you drive by the house. But it's literally just cardboard box that I painted and put a little pom-pom tail on. I so recommend. It's been one of my favorite things I've ever done. I've used them for years. The worst thing that's ever happened to them, I've even put them on the outside of the windows for like a little while, but probably don't recommend that. But that's because I have a covered porch. But the only thing that's ever happened is the pink one faded, but I repainted it this year, so it's fine. Because it was like super hot pink, and it faded to like a super light pink, but I repainted it the other day. But they're so cute. And you know, I already had the paint, and I think I bought the pom-poms, but that was the only thing I bought for it, and I've used those things for like 3 or 4 years probably. I even put them one time in the door, so you can also do it like in the door if you have the like panes, you know, that are separated. If you have like 6 of them or however many, you put one in each pane of the door. That's another way to do it. I've done that before. But I really like them. They're cute. Also have Christmas presents made out of plywood too that I put on the porch. But I put those outside that I painted with acrylic paint and put a bow on. But yeah, I always like them. Mackie! Boop! Hello, hubby. Boop. Arthur's looking at me like, you booping me? No, it's your daddy. It's your dad. No, I better not say that. He'll get up and start barking. He'll think he's home. He'll be like, what? Right now? So early? No, not right now, bud. Couple hours, like 2 or 3 hours, daddy be home. He come home early today, probably. Yeah. Because it's Tuesday. Is it the very first Tuesday? Wait, is it? Hold up. I think it is, right? It has to be. It's the 3rd. Does anybody else know what that is? Probably not. Is that just a North Carolina thing? No, or is that like a general lottery thing? Tuesday, Tuesday is the very first Tuesday. Tuesday is the me and use day. Use day is the very first Tuesday. Anybody? 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 Nope. It's a lottery song. It's a really dumb commercial. I just like singing it, and I've actually never really done it on the very first Tuesday before, so there we go. I usually do it, and my husband's like, it is not the very first Tuesday. So tonight when he comes home, I'm gonna go, it's the very first Tuesday. I've missed you guys. I like being here. You guys bring out the goofiness in me. But yeah, it is. It is the very first Tuesday. Ooh, that's right. We might have chicken tonight. I was like, what are we having for dinner? Chicken and potatoes. It's windy, isn't it, buddy? Is it windy? It seems windy. Or is that the heat? That's the heat. Thought it was the wind. I don't know why it's even on. Well, it's only 55 out. I guess it's not that warm today. That's true. Flea market called first Monday here. You did. See? There's a first Monday. There's a first Tuesday. There's a first all the days, huh? This is true. Foot, don't cramp. I need more bananas. More banana pudding, stat. That is true. My foot did not cramp at all last week when I had banana pudding every day. It's a cure. It's official. It's a cure. I'm gonna need more of it. Yep. I think I may have a problem. I'm addicted to banana pudding now. It was very good. Very, very good. Did I say it was good? Because it was so good. I never compliment myself when I make anything, and I know it was so simple, but I was like, man, I really did one with this one. This was good. I did something here. This is great. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention as well earlier that if you guys did not see the little ducky, and I also made a little cupcake turtle that has a little candle on the top. They are on Miss Rivera's channel. So Ms. with 2 S's, Rivera 86, her channel. She has a little video of her opening the little ducky and the little cupcake that I made her for her birthday. If you guys want to see that and support her channel and her video. Those were the things that I was making that I couldn't really talk about, which is really funny because I literally talked about it and she literally watched the stream later on and made comments and it didn't realize I was talking about her. I was like, sure, thank goodness. She didn't realize I was talking about her. I did good. And so, because I knew she wasn't there when I was talking about it, but I was like, whew, I wonder if she's going to realize. But thankfully, she did not. So she didn't put the pieces together. And then I was able to get it to her a little bit before her birthday, so I was glad. But I hope she did. I know she took a little trip too. I hope she had a good little trip for her birthday. Heat turned on yesterday, 72 degrees, and it was weird because the thermostat was set at 66. Oh my gosh, I bet you guys were like, what? It's getting warm in here? Why does that keep coming on? That is weird. I wonder how that happens if it's like, I mean, I guess it could be a number of things, but inside or an outside problem. Is it a thermostat issue? Is it the thermometer in the thermostat? Is it the button? It could be a million things, right? I know, yesterday we were cold and we turned it up and then Mac was like, I'm so hot. I was like, okay. But our heat is gas, so it's very hot. Once it gets like warm, it gets warm. It's usually very cold in the house, but once it does finally get warm, man, it's warm. It's just expensive, so we try to keep it really low. Like the warmest we ever put it in the winter is like 65, and that's like really warm. 64 is usually more what it's at, but I would keep it a little warmer because I freeze, but it's really expensive, so we don't keep it super high. And then I don't know what we keep it at in the summer. I don't know, like low 70s, high 60s, something like that. Again, try not to make the bill like $1 million because it gets hot in North Carolina in the summer. Very, very hot. That's exactly what we did. My husband got up and tapped the thermostat and they turned the heat off, right? You're like, dang, something's going on with cooking. And my poor parents. I know a lot of older people are this way, and I understand because heat, I do enjoy heat, and heat does, like if I'm achy, make me feel better. Especially like my hips and my legs are aching and stuff. It really does help. But my patients, for example, will leave their heater running at 86 degrees in a huge room with like 14-foot ceilings all day long. I mean, just at least all day, maybe days, I don't know. And so it's just constantly running because it can never make that giant room 86 degrees, but it is close. And it is so, I like walk in, I'm like, oh, how are you guys? I'm like, can we lower the heat a bit? I may pass out if we don't. I know it feels good, but then I'll mention it and then his wife will be like, you know what, it is getting warm in here. And like my parents will keep it so warm. They'll keep it like, I don't know, compared to here, it's so warm. I think they keep it like 76 degrees. And so I'm like, whew, I mean, I can tolerate the 76 a lot better than the like 80 something. But my goodness. I think they used to have more than one heater they'd have on like that. But my goodness. I mean, they used to have a wood stove, to be fair, my patients. So they are used to like warm. But my goodness, I couldn't take the 80 some degrees. I was like, bless y'all's heart. Y'all need to drink some water. Y'all gonna dehydrate in this room. I was like, your poor plants are getting dry. Seriously though. It's funny. I mean, like I said, I get it. It does feel good, but I just couldn't. I don't think I could do it all the time, you know. Oh, never believed in air conditioning in Florida. Oh my God. Yeah, no, no thank you. No thank you. It's too humid, too hot. Nope. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. I couldn't do it down here either. I mean, up here either. I mean, Florida and North Carolina are different. It gets hot in both places, but I couldn't do it in either place without. Actually, take it back. I have lived without air conditioning for like 2 years. We had fans, you know, but we did not have actual running air conditioning for a while. Not fun, let me just tell you. It was like, you better get ready. You better stand in front of a fan, and then you leave the house. Because if you don't, you are going to melt before you leave. Oh my gosh, that's right, we did. I forgot about the AC didn't work for a while. Forgot about that. I forgot all about this. But yeah, we did not. And that was no fun. It was very hot. It was hard to like, it's hard to sleep when it's so hot. It's hard to like do anything when you're so hot. It's annoying. Don't recommend. And I know a lot of people up north don't have AC. I'm like, whew, I know it doesn't get as hot, but it does get hot sometimes, man. I wonder if my husband's aunt has air conditioning up there. I don't know. Miss Angie, how are you? Aw. How late have you been on? Let's see, how long have I been on? There you go. Let's see, about an hour and a half. So I'll probably be on for maybe another 30 minutes or so. I appreciate you coming in, Miss Angie. Thank you, and I appreciate your prayers for my grandpa too. Since you're here, I will say again, my grandpa is having surgery next Monday. So fingers crossed that everything goes well. Of course, I'm not gonna get into it because I don't want to get sad, but of course it's very scary. Anything, it's a gallbladder removal, but anything surgery wise at 95 is very, very scary. So yeah, just trying to be grateful and thankful and think positive and all the things. They were going to keep him overnight for sure, and now they're like, well, we don't know, we're just going to see how it goes, if we're going to keep him overnight or not. Even though one doctor said they were, and now this person's saying they're not, so I don't know. They have to be there super early. I think we're gonna have to, I don't know if I'm going or not. I'm not sure if Grandpa wants everybody to go or not, so I want to do what makes him feel comfortable. So we all went when he had his heart surgery, and I don't know if he wants to do all that again or not for this, but I will gladly go. But I think we'll have to leave at like 4, and so I think surgery doesn't start maybe until 10-ish or so, maybe 10 at the latest. But we gotta leave around 4-ish to get there, about an hour away. It's not that far, but you know, they gotta prep and do all the things, right? We gotta make sure we take Grandpa's blood thinners away. I told my dad, I was like, just take the bottle, just move it somewhere else. Don't leave it there, because I don't want him to accidentally take it, you know. He's got to take it, not take it for like a day or 2 before surgery. And I was like, yeah, just take the bottle away, because it's so easy to just do something you've done every day for years without thinking about it, you know. And I don't want him to just accidentally do it. He's a very sound mind for a 95-year-old, really for anybody. But I just, you know, it's easy to do that. Even myself, I'd worry I'd put it away if it was me. So yeah. Oh, thank you. It's from the Dollar Tree, Miss Angie. I think I just spit on you guys. I'm sorry. I got excited. But it's from the Dollar Tree. It's from the Dollar Plus section. It was $6, and I love it. I could not resist. Especially because now I know it matches my tablecloth, which is also rainbow peeps. So it's perfect. I love it so much. They had a couple different designs, but I liked this one. I was like, rainbow peeps, yes. And now when I got it home and saw my tablecloth and remembered that I had a rainbow peep tablecloth after a year of not seeing it, I was like, oh yeah, it matches perfectly. It's pretty soft. It's not like, you know, the thickest blanket, but it's pretty soft, and it's good for a little decor piece on our new couch. And I'll use it for years and years and years and years, as long as I can. So worth it. Yeah. Arthur, you getting comfy in your blankie, aren't you? He said, yeah, I got the thick blankie over here. Yeah, I hear you grunting. Grunty boy. Thank you, Miss Andy. I appreciate it. And I know he does too. He's a church-going man. So I know he would appreciate all the prayers from everybody. In fact, I need to ask my dad who was over there the other day, because I saw somebody was over there. I'm not sure, at my grandpa's house, and I'm not sure who it was. It may have very well been the preacher. My guess is that it may have been the preacher, because, you know, in small towns, when something happens to somebody, the preacher shows up and they come pray with you, you know. if your wife's in the hospital, he's gonna come see your wife in the hospital and come talk to you. That kind of thing. Doesn't always have to mean somebody has passed, you know, it could just be someone is sick or something like that. But that's just how it is in a small town with the small town churches around here anyway. A lot of times the preacher will show up, you know. So I'm wondering and thinking, I bet it was the preacher, because I don't think he showed up, obviously, to church Sunday. So although he has been out doing things, I don't think he went to church. So I believe it was the preacher coming by after church to check on him, which is sweet. Yeah. I know, I remember when my grandmother, when I was probably in middle school, started having a couple little strokes she had. I remember the preacher coming, and I remember being, because that was kind of the first time I experienced that. And then from then on, I just learned, oh, okay, that's what happens. They come, and they come and they talk and they pray and all the things. Okay, it's just what it is, which is very sweet, you know, because they don't have to do that. Kind of like, apparently we used to have a sheriff in the town that used to go to all like the funerals in town, which I can't imagine. Like, I mean, it's not a big town, but like I can't imagine working and then going to every funeral in the county. Like, holy moly. But that's a very respectable thing to do, and what a sad thing to do all the time, but very respectable, you know. Apparently he was a very nice man. Can't remember which one that was, but it was before my time. My parents have told me about him, though. Small towns have their benefits as well as drawbacks. Every place does. Dad said he had started a few things in the greenhouse for the garden, so that's good. And I'm sure him and Grandpa have been talking about it. I hope that's motivating Grandpa, because I know he loves his garden. He loves to be outside. If he has to be inside, he is miserable. So I know he's not very happy right now because it's winter and because he doesn't feel good. But I know he's itching to get back out there when it warms up. So I really hope that he can at least go out there. I'm sure he will, because he has when it was better times outside. I think he'll go out there and enjoy the sunshine the following week and this week too, before he has surgery. So maybe I can go sit out there with him one day while he's sitting out there in the sunbeam. I'll bring my little foley chair. Oh yeah. Oh. That is weird. That is so weird, MJ. I've had that happen once before at least, but it's been a while, I feel like. I don't think it's happened to me recently, but I know it happened once before where I was like, wait a minute, that is not, I didn't mean to put that there, you know, kind of thing. But that is so strange that it keeps happening. A few days ago too, you're commenting on, yeah, right? That is so weird. Like I said, I know it's happened to me once, but I can't, because it may have even been like a video that I didn't even remember like watching or something, and it was like a big comment that I thought I left somewhere else or something like that, and I was like, what? But that is so weird. I noticed that when I logged in, or when I started, or not started, when I hit the live button, that everything was like black instead of white, like the background. So I guess they did some like updates since I've been live last, which has been 2 or 3 weeks, but I was like, oh, something's different. But I never click those buttons on the side. Like, there's all the buttons and I never click them. I know that's flip, that's mute. I think that's like the filter. That one's probably like the poll one. Wait, is that not the filter? What is the stars versus the little magic wand? Is the magic wand the filter? Then what is, oh, maybe those are like filters, and one is like the retouch. Maybe. And then there's more, but I'm not gonna click it right now. I get scared to click them. I'm like, what? Something bad's gonna happen if I click it. Something bad's gonna happen. And I always get scared to do the green screen thing too, because I'm like, I don't know how it works. Like, I understand, but I don't know how it works. So I get scared. But then I feel like I could probably do like a non-public stream, like a private stream, and just like play with them one day. I think, couldn't I do that and just like not send the link to anybody? Yeah, I could totally do that and just play with the buttons. I might do that one day. That might be fun. Because I've hit the retouch button one time because I was playing with them and I wasn't sure. And I don't know if it's because I used the light or whatever, but I didn't notice much of a difference, or if it was just because it was, I don't even know if it was my old phone, my new phone, I don't know. But, and I've never done green screen. Of course, I flipped the camera. I've never used an actual filter, if that's what those are. I don't know. I know. It's in other places. I don't want people thinking I'm completely insane. I know, MJ. I know. They'll be like, who is she talking? Wait a minute. Wait. I know. I understand. You don't want to look crazy. Because I would feel that way too. Like, I'd feel so bad if I, like, for example, I don't know, if I was like, yeah, MJ, da, 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 and it was like left on Page's video or something. You know, I'd be like, what? And then, or what if it's like, what if it's somebody that has no idea who the other person is and they're like, who is Desiree? Who's Desiree? Who are you talking about? Like, my name is Natalie. Who's Desiree? And who are you talking to? Because it's obviously not me, and it's obviously not about my video. So, that's really funny. Because it's not, like, there's comments like that, but they're usually bot comments, you know? Not actual comments that were supposed to be on another video. So, usually the comments that make no sense or have nothing to do with it are like bots, which I don't see as many of those as I used to. I used to see those weird comments that were like, banana chocolate rainbow drives over the purple clouds. You know what I'm saying? Like weird comments like that. And you were like, what is that? What are they saying? And then you're like, oh, it's robot. It's just a, I don't know. I don't know if people like buy comments or engagement, or I don't know how the bots get there. But I'm sure it's not just that, if it's that at all. But anyway, it's weird. They leave the most random, I guess it's just like AI putting words together. And sometimes they'll make just enough sense to string you along for a second, and then you're like, oh wait, no, this makes no sense. But I'm glad it's not happening to me, but I'm sorry it's happening to you. I'm sorry. I wish there were easier ways to like report problems to YouTube, but there's just, you know, it's too big. It's too many problems, too many people. And I don't have the answers. Good thing I'm not in charge. I don't want to be in charge of nothing but myself. I would like to be in charge of myself. Take that back. I would like to be in charge of myself. Nothing else, please. Ooh, what did we watch? Ooh, we watched The Burbs this weekend, which I recommend if you're looking for a good show to watch. I really enjoyed it. Keke Palmer, and I don't know the other actresses' names and actors, but there's a lot of like known, you know, people in it. But it was really good. There's a movie and then there's the series. I think we're gonna go back and watch like the movie. I think it's like an old movie, my husband said. But I recommend, I think it was on Netflix. I think it was Netflix, not Hulu. Might have been on Hulu. I don't know, I can't remember. But The Burbs, like suburbs, but just burbs. It was good. It's kind of like a mystery comedy thing. It was good though. I enjoyed it. I'm trying to think, what else did we watch? Oh, we were watching School Spirits, I think is what we're watching now. We're on like the second season, I think. We watched the first one a while ago, and now there's 2 and 3 are out, so we're working on those. And my husband wants to watch the scary movies with me because I've only seen 1 and part of 2. I know I haven't seen a lot of movies, but I am more than willing to watch them. I told my husband it was really funny the first time I ever saw the movie Scream. I was like a teenager and I had just gotten like into scary movies where I really liked them a lot because I love horror movies. And so I was just getting into that phase where I really liked them. I was just beginning, and they had it on TV one night and it was like a very vague description, you know, like killer comes after a group of teens that, you know, whatever. And I was like, okay, cool, a horror movie, great. And I made popcorn. I was so ready to watch this horror movie, right? And I start watching it, and it starts getting weirder and weirder and weirder. And I had never seen like a satire movie before. And I was like, what is going on? And then suddenly, at some point, it occurred to me that this was like a comedy horror thing. I was like, ah. I had never heard of such, did not know what was going on for several minutes. And I think I finally did, like, I did watch it, but at first I was like, what the heck? And then I was disappointed at first because I was like, oh man, I thought this was like a real scary movie, you know? Not what it was. But anyway, I am looking forward to watching them though. I don't know how long it'll take us to finish all of them because I think there's a new one, right? So he wants to watch that one, but I was like, I want to watch the other ones first. So, but yeah, I was so ready to watch my horror movie. I was like, what is this? What is this satire stuff? I did not understand. Oops, I'm stuck. No, not stuck. Oh, I gotta show Miss Angie my dress. Like, my name is Kate, right? Where did I problem to YouTube, December 24. And they just now fixed the issue last month. Oh my god. Change the voice. That's over a year. That's insane. School Spirits, yes! Ooh, Bridgerton's. I want to watch that too. Wait, okay. No, wait, they're two different things. Okay, what's better? Do you know if you've seen it? So what's better is, I think I tried to watch Downton Abbey once, and I think that's what I didn't finish. But I get distracted very easily. It means nothing about the show. But Bridgerton, that's a different show. They're two different things. I don't know why I sometimes combine them. I guess because they're both set back in time. But I've heard good things about Bridgerton now. Now I'm remembering they're two different things. I was combining them. I should try that. My husband probably wouldn't be into it, but I would probably be into it. And I like old-timey stuff. I like that. I should try it. Because I was watching, I also like trash reality TV sometimes. So I was watching 90 Day Fiancé before the 90 days. I think that's what it's called. And stuff, but I ran out of new ones. But I think there's new ones now. I think there's like a new one or two out. But yeah, School Spirits is good too. And we had to watch a recap because I had totally forgotten about the first season. But we're on like 2 now. But they released 2 and 3, I think, together. So I was like, oh, there's 2 seasons. Cool. It's a good show too. But yeah, The Burbs was very good. I liked that. It was funny. I don't often laugh out loud at television shows, but I did laugh out loud a lot at The Burbs. It was good. Trying to think. Oh yeah, I was going to show you my dress progress. It'd be easier if I could, but I don't know. Is there another pen somewhere? There is. There's a pen down here. Yeah, excuse me. I know it is. There's at least one. Wait, is there 2? Perfect, 2. Okay, whoops, drop the dress though. All right, I'm gonna pin the front together. Maybe that way I can actually show it better. Because that's the back, and then we fold, there's the front. It may not be pinned accurately together, so bless me if that's the case, but. Come on, little clippy. Ooh, better go through both sides to clip together. Oh yeah, it's not completely correct, but it is if I just pin it the right way. Alright, we're just gonna have to do this one like this. That'll be okay. How crooked is it? Not crooked. Too crooked. There we go. Alright. Ooh, my shirt's coming up. Okay. There we go. So I gotta add the straps. Right now I just have all these little clips with my tails hiding so they don't get tangled, but whoops, we lost the clip. But so right now we still have a top essentially, but I'm hoping to at least double, if not double and a half, if not triple almost, the length of this frill on the bottom, and then that'll be our skirt. But I think I said earlier, I was remembering that the rule in school was 6 inches above the knee, and I was thinking no shorter than 6 inches above the knee for sure. Probably a little longer than that, but no shorter than that for sure. I mean, I don't know where I think I'm going to be wearing this at, considering I literally don't wear shorts outside of the house, but unless I'm at the beach. However, I'll figure it out. Because like I said, this may be a bathing suit cover-up, so I don't know. It may be a dress, it may be a bathing suit cover-up. Either way. it just feels like it's taking forever because this is so incredibly long. And it's like, I don't even know how many stitches it was. I think this part was like almost 200, the bodice part. And that's just here. And then you got to add all this. So I don't know. It's probably 250, 300. I don't know how many stitches the thing is, back and forth, back and forth. So it's taking a while with this little baby hook, but I'm hoping it'll be worth it. I have tried it on. It does fit pretty good, but like I said, I got to either not gain any weight or maybe just work out just a little bit, which is good motivation. And then it'll be perfect. But I think also by the time I add the button band in, it's gonna, if I made that button band wider as well, that could also help if I needed it. But I did steam it very briefly because I was nervous with the steamer the other day, and it did help and stretch it just a tick. So I think if I actually put the steamer to it like you're supposed to, and stretched it a little more, it would be even better. I just don't want to stretch it too much. Wait, does cotton get bigger over time? It does, doesn't it? Am I right? Does anybody know? I think so. I think cotton garments tend to stretch over time. You just finished the Bridgertons? Ooh. This must have been good if you finished it. I've heard good things about it. I've heard a lot of good things. I really should check that out. I'll add it to my list. I don't know what it's on, but I'll find it. I'm sure we've got whatever it's on. We've got too many of them streaming services anyway. So it's probably on one of them. Miss Adria, are you still working on your scrap pants? I missed your last live or two. But I think the last one I was at, if I'm remembering right, you were working on them, I think, or you were showing them or something. Cute, cute, cute. Little ducky. Do ducks count as Easter? Or is it just chicks, not ducks? I don't know. I kind of feel like he counts as Eastery, but then I kind of feel like he doesn't count as Eastery. I kind of had him sitting out, but I'm not sure that I should. I want to make some in different colors too. There's a hair in here. Just frog the hair. It's literally right there. And it fell. Okay, it's gone now. I was going to pick it up during the thing, but nope. It fell. Fell right out. YouTube Premium, you're supposed to be able to listen to a whole video. Yeah. YouTube background, always get the video off. That's annoying. With my phone, half the time, it'll let me, like, at least half the time. Wait, no. As long as it's not music, I can still listen to it in the background. It'll just make the video tiny, like a picture-in-picture. But if it's music, it'll go away. Or if it's, like, rated as a kid's video, because, you know, sometimes people upload things and, like, if you just upload it and don't look at all the settings, it's very easy to upload something as like children friendly or whatever. And so then it'll take the comments off and you can't listen to it in the mini player or whatever it's called. But other than that, it lets me do it. I don't know why, because it used not to let me, but now it does. So I don't know what that's about. I don't know if it's like an iPhone thing or like, I don't know what it is. I'm not sure, but I can do videos in the background most of the time. But on rare occasion, they'll go away. Live streams are kind of different. I think the live streams go away if I try to do something else. But regular videos will just be like small and playing in the corner. So I don't know why. Because you've seen that, I'm pretty sure, in like screenshots I've sent you, like the little mini player of mine. And I don't have premium. So I don't know why some things like let me and some things don't. It's weird. Ooh, my chat is stuck. They fixed it because last month you tried in the beginning of the month and it was still messed up and they wouldn't let you background play it up to 2 weeks later and it let me and I was like, damn, what the heck? Hi, Roaming Roots, how are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Went to watch Bridgertons, but you get uncomfortable with the show. I know, oh my gosh. My family is the worst with that kind of stuff. Oh my goodness. I am making a top, or a dress, really, Roaming Roots. I'll show you in just 1 second. God, I'm not the only one. I know. Game of Thrones, man, was really like that, right? So that's kind of, but I grew up in the household where, like, if anything like that came on, my dad was like, and then he like got up and left, you know. So I get it. Let's see. So I'm making, well, technically it was a top, but if I just continue the bottom part, it will be a dress. So without the straps, kind of put it together a little bit, get the vision. It's not perfectly done, but gotta get the triangles. There we go. Triangles. So it's a top kind of, and then the straps will be up here at the top of the little triangles. And then if I just keep continuing the little frilly part, it'll be like a dress. So that's what I'm going for. It's just taking forever. But it's my fault because I wanted to use this tiny little thread and this tiny little hook. I was determined to do it. So I made it work, even though it's not exactly probably the right thing I should have used. I made it work anyway. Because there's this lady, and I wish I knew how to pronounce her name, but she makes the most beautiful sweaters, and I believe she knits and crochets. I would butcher her name if I tried. Oh my gosh, let me see if I look it up. She is very, I don't want to say very obviously, but must be from another country or of something like that, because her name is beautiful, but it's very different, and I don't think I could pronounce it if I tried. So I'm going to look and see if I can find her really quick in my subscriptions, because I know what it starts with, but what's it start with? I just said it. Oh, an S. Okay. S. But she does the most beautiful knitting and crochet with like thread. And when I say thread, I mean like she'll take like 3 or 4 strands of sewing thread and knit them up on the tiniest little needles that I've ever seen and make the most beautiful sweater that you would swear came out of the store. Gosh, where is she? S. I'm still looking for the S's. Oh, I see some people, but I don't see her yet. Oh, almost there. There we go. Okay, where's she at? I know I'm subscribed to her, right? Yes, okay. Oh, wow. How would I say that? I don't know. View channel. We're just going to show you her channel, and yes, I'm sorry, it's going to be backwards. I could do something about that, though. I just realized. But I think we can all figure it out if we need to. But this is her channel. I'm just going to spell it. sorry, I'm trying to read backwards. SHU, I think that's an F, not a T. Gosh, this is like a reading test. LABKS. I'll make sure that's right in a second. Handmade, but she makes the most beautiful sweaters and things with just like the tiniest little needles. And let's see, yeah. SHUFLADKA, handmade. Does she have like any other? No, just YouTube. Okay. But she makes the most beautiful like ribbed cabled sweaters and things. But like I said, she can do it out of like literal threads and like 1-2 millimeter knitting needles. Crazy stuff. And they're beautiful. If you go to her channel, just look at some of her like short form content. Oh my gosh, they're beautiful. I can't get over it. And she's also made like some really pretty like kind of meshy, flowy sweaters and stuff too. Oh my gosh. I would love to make some of those. And she's got some videos on how to do it too, but there's some gauge swatching involved that again throws me off. So I got to work on that because I want to make more clothes. I just got to figure out the darn gauge swatches. Oh yeah, you've been rearranging your room. Oh no, Miss Angie, I'm sorry. I know you've been doing your room. Oh, that sucks. You're doing your room and it's getting all pretty and now you can't go in it. I'm sorry. I hope you feel better soon. I was thinking about nerves and pinched nerves and all that stuff this morning. I was like, I wonder what they're going to find when they go look at my hips and back. I was like, there's got to be a reason my hips ache like so often. My hips and legs, but I feel bad. I feel like I'm going to need a hip replacement at like 50 or something. I'm like, no. Please, no. We're just going to pray that does not happen. Oh gosh, and two, my hands are stiff now when I wake up in the morning. I'm like, no, not super stiff, but just stiff enough that I'm like, uh-oh, something's going on, I think. I'm afraid that I'm developing the arthritis in the hands, because the doctors have always asked me, like, well, when I tell them about my pain or whatever, they're like, are you stiff in the morning? How do you feel when you first wake up? All that kind of stuff. And generally, I used to feel the best when I woke up. Now I'm like, I'm achy. So I don't know. And I'm getting stiff in the hands. So I'm like, I don't know, is it over crocheting or is it arthritis? I don't know. But we will see. Hopefully it's not the arthritis. If it is, I'm going to do whatever I can to be good about it so that I don't lose the ability to crochet. I know. I hear sciatica and I know pinched nerve pain, and I know that stuff is really painful. I can't remember if Mom has sciatica. I know she has the pinched nerve. My mom has one of those little pump things that goes into her back that sends some kind of electric pulses down into her legs that are supposed to help with the pain somehow. I don't know a lot about it, other than if you turn it up really high, she'll say that she kind of feel it a little bit, but other than that, she doesn't feel it. It just, in theory, like helps take the pain away or distract or whatever it does. I'm not really sure. But she has one of those things for hers. But I'm not sure which thing that's for exactly, but it's for one of them. And it helps a little bit, but it ain't no miracle, you know. I wish it was, but it just really isn't. But I do think it does help her a little bit. It probably helps her more than she realizes, but it's hard to say. I know I looked those up when my mom was having her surgery done, and it was like, doctors accused of putting like fake ones in patients. And I was like, oh no. It's like, maybe I shouldn't have looked this up. But I'm pretty sure hers works, because she's like, don't turn it up too high. Did you turn that thing up too high? I can feel it. It's not like a pain pump. I'm not sure what it's called. It's something different, but something like that. Yeah, same as the mini player. Yeah. Right. I know it does. It affects you. I swear it does, MJ. When your parents are like that, you kind of end up that way too. You either end up the same way or like real opposite. But I think a lot of times you kind of end up the same way, where you're kind of like a little timid. Let's say timid. That's the word, because that's me. I'm timid. I could be the opposite, but I could also be very timid. Especially about stuff like that. I pretty much am always timid, but I don't want to be watching that with some strangers, or really anybody. Really not even by myself. You know. It's just, this is uncomfy dumpy. Uncomfy dumpy. Oh, Miss Angie, I'm sorry. Nerve pain is like not, nerves are nothing to joke about. No. Anything with nerves, it's not, no. Nerves are no joke. They can really cause some of the worst pain. Like I always, especially, like I try to relate to people when I can, and I feel like I can't relate to the sciatica pain, but I feel like when I hear people that have like tooth pain, or have had like certain kinds of pain that I've experienced that I feel like are really bad pains, you know, I'm like, oh gosh, bless your heart. Because I just know, like I always say, what is it? It's tooth pain and something else I always say are like the two worst. And I can't remember what the other one is. It's like those things that you just cannot get your mind off of, or cannot feel better from, no matter what you do, you know? Because there are some things that are like nagging pains that are annoying, and then there are like those you cannot stop thinking about it and just do nothing but think about it and how bad it hurts kind of thing. And everybody has a different like limit, which is why I think it's funny when they're like, what was your pain level today? It's like, well, my pain level is different than so-and-so. So-and-so might experience my pain and say it's an 8, and I might say it's a 10, or so-and-so might say it's a 2. You know, pain scales are funny like that. I don't even know. I'd be curious to know, what did they tell doctors about those pain scales? Like, do they really, I know they listen, but I feel like it's kind of like when they say, how many drinks do you drink, or how many cigarettes do you smoke? And you're like, oh, well, I smoke about 3 a day, and I have about 2 drinks a week. And they're like, okay, so they smoke at least 6 a day and probably drink at least 5 a week. Like, they double whatever you say, right? So I feel like they probably tell them something similar for that too. I swear that's what they do, though. You know they do. You know they do. You know they're like, sure. It's like what my dad says that the cops always say, that no matter who you pull over, they're always gonna say they always had only 2 or 3 beers, no matter what. And there's no way that if everybody only ever had 2 to 3 beers, that many people would be getting A, pulled over, B, getting DUIs, and all that other stuff. So they were like, and the liquor people and the beer companies be out of business if people only drank 2 to 3 beers. Like, yep, everybody always claims that's what they've had, but that's not always the case. So I'm pretty sure doctors just take that kind of thing into account the exact same way, right? They must. They absolutely must. Oh, got shot in the butt. Oh, shot in the butt. Bless your heart. Oh my gosh. Bless y'all's heart. I can't imagine. I just know nerve pain is not fun, so I can't imagine like in your back. Because I know I hate when like I sleep wrong or something and I'm like sore for like an hour. So I can't imagine just like all the time back pain. Oh. Bless your heart, because it's your back, you know, even when you're just sitting, it's like, oh, no fun. She's her pain in the eyes. We'll put it at a 2. She's fine. Exactly. She's being dramatic. It's, you know, she's clearly never had a 9 before. We're just gonna. You know they do. You know they do. And sometimes you can't blame them. You know, sometimes, like I said, it's subjective. So like they gotta kind of think about it, but gotta kind of take into account how you're acting and all the things. I mean, if you're at a 9 or 10, you're probably not calmly sitting there being like, yes, I'm at a 9 or a 10 right now. I mean, some people, yes, some people can handle pain like that. However, some people would be like, you know, you could tell they're at a 9 or a 10. In some manner, they wouldn't just be calmly sitting there with no concerns, with their little leg crossed, tapping their foot, you know, that kind of thing. People can hide pain. I'm not saying they can't. I totally know you can hide pain, but sometimes. But I mean, my mom grew up my entire life with fibromyalgia, so I definitely get that pain can come and go and can also be very different. And also some people can see you out and think you're fine, and then you go home and you're in terrible pain, you know? So I get all those things. I really do. You never know what somebody's dealing with when they go home, you know? Can never judge. I hate people that do that like see somebody out once or twice and they think, oh, well, they're fine, they can do whatever, you know. It's like, you can't assume that. You just kind of have to take their, you know, even if you're a skeptic, I guess, you just kind of have to take their word for it and believe them, because wouldn't you want somebody to believe you if you were in pain like that? If you were, you know, whatever. But, and bless Grandpa's heart, y'all. He's 95 years old. They wouldn't even give the man anything better than a Tylenol to help him. I'm like, he's 95 years old. What's he gonna do? You know? I understand why they're tight about stuff like that. I get it. But I also understand he's 95 years old, okay? What kind of risk is he really, truly? He's in pain. I want him to feel better, so it's sad, you know? But that's how it just is nowadays, unfortunately. Which I get. It was probably the opposite before, but probably problems the other way. But now it just seems a little much sometimes. When people actually are in pain and need help, it's hard to find the help, and that really sucks. Like, it's hard to find a doctor, or it's hard to find one your insurance works with, which is what I'm having trouble with right now, and it's just like, ugh. My old insurance was much better, and then when I got married, I don't know about this insurance. It's not great. Heaven forbid I have a kid on it, I'll be bankrupt. I think I'll have to get a new insurance before I have children, if I have children. That would be good. Because every time I look up a doctor, it's like, oh, 99% of people get covered. And then it's like, but you're not covered. I'm like, dang it. It's like a specialist or whatever, so I can't just pay out of pocket. That's too expensive. But I'm going to figure it out, one thing at a time. I'm going to try to get my hips looked at first, and then I might try to do the scope on my stomach. But we'll see. Blame my dad. What my dad? Oh, the insurance. Yeah, I know. I'm not blaming you, Nugget. I'm just saying. It just is what it is, but blame the insurance people first of all. Tylenol, what's that gonna do? I know. I do believe that I heard that they finally did give the man some tramadol, and I said, well, thank the Lord. Which tramadol, I believe, if my memory serves correctly, they have given me once for, I believe, nerve pain. It didn't really help me very much, which is why I don't take it anymore, but at least they gave him something. I hope it helps him, because my goodness, just made me mad. I was like, are you serious? Help my grandpa, please. I'm glad I wasn't with him, because I think I would have been like, are you serious? You're not going to give him anything? Really? I just want him to feel comfortable. But then, I don't know, I guess, I don't know if it's dangerous if they give, no, I don't think so. I was like, maybe it's dangerous if they give you, like, pain medication and you can't feel, like, if something bad happens. But no, because it said that they can give it to you in certain cases. So I don't know, because I Googled it. I was like, do they normally? And it was like, well, sort of, not really, basically. So it was like, they can, but they can also just recommend a strong dose of ibuprofen or Tylenol. I think he's doing better though, because he hasn't been eating like greasiest foods. Like, I think the greasy stuff set him off, and then he's been trying to eat better, and that's helping. So I'm glad. Honey. I don't know. You never know what you're going to hear when you come in. That's what it is. Because there's about 50,000 subjects covered, all lasting about 15 seconds. Oh, Kitty is in the chair. I didn't know he was there. I forgot I took the other pillow and put it behind me. So there's space. So he is in the chair. I didn't know where the cat went. Oops, what time is it? 2:15. All right, I'm going to go in just a minute. But I really enjoyed being here today, guys. I'm glad I did. I always get really nervous when I haven't streamed in a while. I'm like, but I'm glad that I did. And I can't think of really a time I haven't been glad that I did. So, when I got off. So I'm glad that I did. And I really appreciate you guys that have been here today. And all you guys that have been so sweet and supportive and saying all the prayers for my grandpa. I really, 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 really appreciate, because, I think all the prayers, and the more prayers the better. And he's very, very good, sweet man, and he deserves it. So I hope that everything goes well, but I will definitely let you guys know. But that won't be till after next Monday, when he does have surgery, and all that good stuff. I'm hoping that I will come back on Thursday, probably close to the same time-ish. But I should let you guys know either with a community post or Instagram or something like that. But that's the plan anyways, to come back. I don't know exactly what we're going to work on. It probably won't be the dress, because I just want to do something different. I'll probably pick at least something else. I still need to make the pink bunny in the little collection of bunnies, and still need to work on the hexie, so we might do one of those things. Or we might cross stitch. I don't know. If we do cross stitch, I'm going to see if I can figure out if I can wear the neck thing and flip the camera. And there's still like enough room to like hold it and do things. I think I can. I just haven't tried it yet, so I want to try. But I might try to do that as well one day. Do something different. That is why I did not name my channel with anything with crochet. I did Craft Corner instead, so that I could do multiple things if I wanted to one day. So I did not want to limit myself. So I did not. So we might do some cross stitch one day too. I think the troll doll is gonna be cute. I'm excited to do him. I picked him first because he's got the fun colored hair, and I think it'll be fun. And it also doesn't look too complicated. So I'm excited. Just a walking short at this point. I call out. I wasn't sleeping this time. Oh, I know, MJ. I'm glad you did too. So I was hoping, but I didn't say anything, but I was hoping. So I'm glad you did. But I really appreciate you guys, and I hope that everybody has a wonderful rest of their day, whatever time it is for you. And like I said, I'll try to be back on Thursday, but I'll let you know. And yeah, I think that is about it. We made a little skirt progress. It just takes forever, but we'll see. I think, hold on, let me see what row I'm on. I think I have a marker on 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. So we're on row 31 unless, yeah, 31. So we're on row 31 of the skirt. I don't know how many, but I would think at least 62. So at least. So we've got to at least double the size, maybe more. So it's going to be a while, but we're just going to patiently work on it, and we're going to make it, and we're going to finish it before it gets cold again next year, okay? All right, guys, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. I will see you guys later, and if you have not already, please hit the like button, and if you would like to subscribe and turn on your notification bell so you know when I do go live next time, which should be Thursday, around 2 hours earlier than whatever time it is for you right now. And I will see you guys then, hopefully. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye. There's the